stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll do roll. John.
Here.
Dale.
Here.
Mark.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Troy's here. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda as presented?
The only thing that was added since I sent it out last night is the 2019 audit.
Okay.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Been moved by Dale, seconded by Sean to approve the agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to the meeting minutes from October 23rd, if you all want to take a look at those.
Move to approve the meeting minutes from October 23rd and dispense with that reading.
It's been moved by Dale and seconded by Sean to approve the October 23rd commission meeting minutes and dispense with the reading. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, if we'll move on to the bills, please. Are there any new ones, Sam?
There is one new one. It's to ITD from the Sheriff's Department for the teletype for $42.
Okay. I didn't see anything really notable. Is there anything that you thought we should talk about?
Nope.
How about that printer you told me about? Is that in here?
That's not in there, no.
Okay. That'll be in the next meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
What are these voided sheets?
The voided ones was just a payroll voucher that got messed up. So just to show you guys the void, and then the next page is the one that we wrote in place of that.
Oh, okay.
And Maddie had her invoices at home, so that's why they're taking a picture of the invoice that way.
Oh.
I'll move to approve the vouchers as presented.
It's been moved by Sean to approve the vouchers as presented. Is there a second to the motion?
Is this with the
addition of the
ITD?
$42?
$42 to Tyler, or ITD, I guess. Tyler Technologies.
Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. Dale,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
Sean,
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries. Monthly office reports.
Yeah.
Is there any questions on the office reports? Apparently there's nothing from the extension agent.
I didn't receive anything.
Okay.
Move to approve the office reports as presented.
It's been moved by Sean to approve the office reports as presented. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Mary Langley. She's on here.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Does she know that she has to call in to get audio?
Can you guys hear her?
No,
I can't either. I'll call her.
I don't have a cell phone number either. I think she's talking to us, but
I think she is too. Hello, dear. Okay, if you can dial in, I think that would be the easiest way to do this. The number is 1-484-416-2511. And PIN number is 980-725-003 #. Okay. Yeah, bye. All right. Okay, can you guys hear me? Whoa. Okay, speaker's off. Can you hear me? Yep, you're good.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what they say, when you want expert advice, you're supposed to talk to yourself, right? That's what so I have attached I sent some documents to Sam, for your review and, approval at this board meeting. What they are is to continue the zone agreement between Nelson and Griggs County. We did this originally in 2018, but the state wanted some updated numbers and some updated information. And that is what I did, and it is before you. Did everybody have a chance to review it?
The Social Services Board reviewed it this morning at our meeting and approved it. There's not very many changes though, right, Mary?
There's really nothing. I updated some numbers. I put the information in there about the county vehicles that was paid, what the funds used. They weren't taxpayer dollars. They were the state DHS dollars. And then I did make one slight change from our previous zone agreement, our district agreement from 2018. In our original agreement, I had that there would be 2 representatives from Griggs County. And of those representatives, at least one needs to be a county commissioner. I did the same for Nelson, but because Nelson was a little bit bigger county, they got 3 representatives. And then in that district agreement, I had that 2 from Nelson needs to be county commissioners. I made a slight change and just said 1 from each county should be a commissioner. There can be more, but that way it just doesn't tie things down for me. So that was the only really slight changes that were made to the agreement.
And it matters very little because the state governs this thing anyway. We don't have much to say about it, so.
No. And in the final product, we won't have hardly anything to say.
We don't know where that's gonna land. I think it's
Well,
gonna,
we know it's gonna be closer to state control than it is to county or.
it already
or
is.
regional.
Yeah. I think it's gonna end up being regions someday. We just need to approve this so she can send it to the state.
I'll move we approve the human service zone plan.
It's been moved by Sean to approve the Human Services Zone Plan. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you, Mary. Is Connie gonna call in too, or is she coming in here?
I'm not sure. I will after.
You just want me to do it? The reason Connie was on the agenda is because a printer failed in her office, and that's what this DNA mobility invoice is in here. They went and bought a new printer to replace that one. And then the other thing that she was going to report is that her assistant retired, so she replaced her. Patty Osmo retired, and I don't. Do you know who she hired? I don't even know. I don't know if they've started yet or not. But
I don't know, they interviewed last week or the week before, that's all I know.
So that assistant was treasurer, road department, and county agent, wasn't it?
correct.
Correct.
Multitasking.
So basically, we just need to get Patty's name taken off of the bank, all the bank information and stuff, and we need to get the new lady added. Let me just go and grab this.
I don't think you can write the new lady on a signature card at the bank, though.
No, it's just add her name.
How do you know it's a lady?
Because they told me.
That's nothing we need to approve, though, that's all done within the office.
Is it?
Yeah. Once we approve the budget to fund the position, then it's the office heads that are in charge of it.
Is Wayne back to work? Should be by now, I think, right?
They're ready for you.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
She's on her way in.
Since we owned
I think if you have it, it's like 10 days or something.
it. Yeah, but it's been, wasn't it the day after our last meeting that we found out?
Mm-hmm. Saturday. Hi, Connie. We kind of took care of it already, but that's okay. You can tell us the name of your new hire.
Yep. Jessica DeShong. She is the stepdaughter of Roger Stucca.
Oh,
So you took care of the motion?
well, do we need a motion to change the signature card?
Yes. The banks require it. These banks do anyway require it.
Oh, they
Yep.
want corporate authorization, I suppose.
Yep. So it would be to take Patty off and put Jessica DeShong on.
What, you replaced one printer and fixed another one?
No, I want to either replace or fix. But my budget doesn't have any money in it, so I'm coming to you for that.
Okay, so this is two proposals, this isn't two invoices.
No,
Ah,
they're estimates. The user unit, he put in, labor to replace it, but he said I could probably do it myself, so really that would be 130.
Oh, I see.
And your copy of the, you can see how bad, well, it's not always as bad, but there's the marks down the side of the paper.
Yeah, that's from the fuser.
That's from the drum of the,
Yeah.
of the fusion thing, so, and then, to buy a new one about the same size, cause I don't need color front to back and all that other stuff.
How old is your HP?
I was gonna look that up, but you guys didn't have time. I think I have had it about 6 years,
Oh, okay.
so it's gone through a lot. Every December there's over 5,000 statements. So I'm fine with either choice. Using the one as long as the fuser unit will fix that problem, I'm fine with that.
Sure. Yeah, I put those in before, it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
What is it, an HP 4250 or what number? is it?
4520,
Okay, similar.
yep.
Well, I don't know. Nothing else is wrong with it?
No, that's it.
I'd make a motion that we replace the fuser if we think we can do that.
Okay.
I guess if it doesn't work, we'll have to go to Plan B.
It will, I mean, I've
Yeah.
done it before. It's been moved by John that we replace the fuser in the HP printer in Connie's office. Or second to the motion.
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark? Did we lose him? Sean?
Aye.
Dale? Troy votes aye. Motion carries. No, I guess I'll entertain a motion to add Jessica DeShawn to the signature card at the bank and remove Patty Osmo.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by John, seconded by Sean to add Jennifer DeShawn to the bank accounts and remove Patty Osmo. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie.
Yep.
Oh, project reimbursement request.
Sam, you'll have to explain that, the project reimbursement request.
The reimbursement request, that was that one that was presented at the last meeting that you guys would like, wanted Jamie to look into. So then I sent it out at the end of the meeting, and then now it's back in front of you.
Refresh my memory, Sam, what specifically were we looking into on the request? Oh, I know, no, never mind. I
Just
answered
we're
myself.
certified to
It
the
hadn't been
state.
presented to it, it hadn't been presented to us.
You guys didn't, you weren't able to see it before it was presented.
That's
The
right.
bills have all been paid for it already, so.
Right.
It's us certifying to the state that we
Then we did the project. Okay.
did the project according to the specs that they required.
I'd make a motion, we approve the request as presented.
It's been moved by John to approve the request for reimbursement to the state. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries. Okay. Stream crossing study and culvert replacement.
As you guys can see, the issue that we've had across the county with water has come up again. The last time it came up was in 2017 when they did a stream crossing study. Glenfield Township's now done a stream crossing study, and then have virtually ordered the county, Griggs County, to stand down, and they're going to put in, they would like to put in 2 36-inch culverts. It's my position that the county should not stand down and should object to it. I do need to let the county know, as stated in the memo to the county, that I do have a conflict because of my family interest in the land. I did prepare a letter for objection if the county wants to sign it today. Objecting to the culverts, and I do believe that the township has already sent a letter of objection, and the water board will be sending a letter before the business today for objection. The water board has an attorney named Tammy Norgard out of Vogel handling the case for the county. It's my recommendation and my legal opinion to the county that, based on the conflict with my family's land, that I don't represent the county and that we either hire Ms. Norgard to represent the county if the water board consents, or find another attorney to hire after this letter is written. I know that it's gonna cost the county some money, but I don't think, I have a choice, because, as of right now, my position aligns with the county's position, and there isn't a conflict, but there is a conflict until there's a conflict, and at that point, it's too late. So it's my position that I don't represent the county, pass this letter of objection. I'll give this to you guys, take a look at it, and see if it's something that you approve.
What, we're objecting to what? We don't know anything about this thing.
Yeah, they, in their initial letter, they wanted us, they told us they were gonna put the culvert in, so we're objecting to putting the culvert in.
Is it a new one or replace an existing one with a bigger one?
With a bigger one. It's kind of a moot point, because ultimately, I don't think they can do that without having the permitting in place to do it. But it's kind of a left-handed way to get us to go along with what they believe to be the Century Code and how it deals with it. I don't believe that we can just rubber stamp their opinion and go along with it. I think we need to oppose it. I think every one of these gentlemen here are in opposition to it. The township is in opposition to it. The Griggs County Water Board is in opposition to it. The Foster County Commission agreed with it. In their response, they left it up to the township, which isn't our township, it's Glenfield Township, who is in agreement with it. So the Foster County Board agreed with Glenfield Township on their opinion to go ahead with this. I don't think it's possible that they can dump water on Griggs County without Griggs County being a party to that whole process, whether it be a legal drain or through some court action that would compel us to take the water, or some mutual agreement between the landowners and the two counties and everybody involved. But this letter is just to start the process. We haven't been sued.
No, we haven't been sued. We were sent a letter. We received correspondence from Glenfield Township's attorney last Thursday, so this kind of came up quickly for us, and they I don't think what they're doing is ethical or legitimate. They asked for a response by the day after you gave us a letter on Thursday, so this came up quickly to everybody. What the project is there's currently a 24-inch culvert in the Township Road. For reference to you guys, it's a Township Road by Larry Erickson's place on the curve on 200. If you go south, there's a drain that goes through, and like I said, it's my family or my grandma's land. But it goes through there. There's currently a 24-inch culvert. They've had the State Water Commission do a stream crossing study. They want to increase the flow from a 24-inch culvert to 2 36-inch culverts, which it's the position of the water board and township and landowners that that's not possible to take that kind of water, and that they can't be doing it without consent of the county.
So there's no means to get rid of it once you take the increase?
Well, once it gets full, I think the next culvert's a 30-inch culvert, and then there's a 36-inch culvert, and then a couple 36s.
I mean, this is a no-brainer, guys. We just went through 11 years trying to get this drain put down here, south of Cooperstown, and we were on board with the whole thing. There's zero chance in the world that if we oppose this, that this is gonna happen in any, long after we're gone, if it happens. They're just trying to get us to be on board with it, to clear that obstacle that we agree with that stream study, which I don't. The stream study says constructed or reconstructed. Well, any reasonable person would say that means newly constructed or reconstructed, because if it didn't, the language would say existing road. So we have zero information on how to make a decision here, so the decision has to be no, we oppose this.
Right.
You can't make a decision without information, and the information is gonna be vast that will require this. It will require the consent of every one of these landowners here. It will require the consent of everybody involved in the legal drain, if that's what it comes to. And to have a outside entity, a legal firm, try to narrow the path on how this is gonna go is absurd to me. I mean, it's laughable. The answer is no, hell, and probably hell no. Give us some information and let's start the process, let's start the 20-year process.
Is this a legal drain in Foster County, or is it?
No, it's
No.
not.
It is not.
No, and it's the draining that's, so this channel and this crossing has been handled the water for 60 years until they've started draining. There's some land that's come out of CRP within a couple miles to the west that has all been drained. And it's, as far as I know, non-permitted draining, and it's adding to that flow, and that's what's causing their issues. It's been sufficient since the 60s.
Are there any downstream cities that get their water out of this entity, or this entity going into their water?
Fargo. Well, yeah, it actually, he's right, it dumps into the Bald Hill Creek. One of the things that to be concerned about for you guys, for the citizens, it affects Tim Anderson and Tim Weber's yards. Any additional flow in Mark Anderson's yard, any additional flow will cause irreparable harm to each of their yards. They can't handle any more water, or else they're going to be flooding out their yards. So it's clear that water has been handled until that draining took place, because those yards are 60 years old.
And the amount of water they're proposing is 4 times of what's going through it now. So it's gonna be more than the next culvert will hold, so that could push that road out, and then that would go take out Mark Anderson's farm first.
Right.
And as it goes down, we're only taking all the water off of this drain with 2 36-inch culverts under the Sutton Road. And then that backs up. I think Tim Weber had lost close to 70 acres this last year that he planted because the water kept backing up on his. You guys lost about what?
30, 40, 50?
30, 40, 50. Doug Johnson, which happens to be in this easement, and that's the biggest debacle of the whole thing, is we can only go down so deep into the ground with the water to get rid of it because of the easement. So it spreads out all over the place.
Oh, there's a wildlife easement somewhere?
Yeah, wildlife easement further down on the east side of the Sutton Highway.
It's a 40-acre easement, isn't it?
It's a what?
40-acre easement in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's not a chance in the world we can send the water through there, so, yeah.
So Kingsley Township responded yesterday, objecting to it. I think there's some landowners that are writing letters. Some of these guys are gonna sign on to the letter together. The water board is working on, Tammy's working on a letter for the water board. It's like an 8-page letter that's pretty scathing, objecting to it. And, so I think everybody would just ask that commission also object to it as well, because it at some point is gonna affect county infrastructure.
I don't think we want to limit our objections to what's in this letter, though. There's far more objections than are listed in this letter, and by doing this, we're limiting our response. I think the response is that we are object to the culverts being changed, and that is our final answer until information arises to the contrary.
Or we could say the following, for the following reasons, but not limited to these following reasons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can add that.
Leave the door open somehow.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's absurd, again. If every party involved gave permission to go ahead with this, you couldn't do it, because you don't have any of the permits to do it. This is absurd, they're even bringing this up. So, I make a motion that we adopt Jamie's letter with the caveat that we leave all options open in the event that this takes place.
Okay. Been moved by John that we send a letter in opposition of this culvert installation on the county line. Is there a second?
Second.
I'll second.
Too late. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay,
Thank you.
you bet.
I'll go change the letter and bring it back to you guys.
Okay. Audit.
So in front of you, you guys have the draft of the 2019 audit.
But these numbers have been done forever, right?
Correct. And these are the numbers that were used in the budget that we got done in October, or that you guys approved in October.
Okay.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I'd like to have a little time to read it though.
Do you want to wait?
I guess it. Samantha, does this all balance with the budget? Any balances in this audit are all the same as in the
Year
numbers
end?
we use for ending out 2019 in preparation for 220?
Yes. Yeah, he sent me the numbers a while ago, right before we approved the budget, and I inputted all of them, and no changes were made from there, so.
Okay. I don't have any problem with it.
Okay.
I got water information at the end of my
Yeah, I do.
Dale's came unstapled, so we saw it before you got here.
What's that?
Any questions on the audit?
Make a motion that we adopt the 2019 audit, but object to its tardiness.
Been moved by John to approve the 2019 audit as presented. Is there a second to the motion?
Here, here.
Seconded by Sean. Is there any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries. Old courthouse, new courthouse, anything going on?
Nope. NDSU was here again last Friday, doing some more stuff. They got an email of our blueprints of the old courthouse. I haven't heard much else on that. They weren't here today. That's about all.
Okay. Future business?
Just a little note that you guys do have your tax sale November 17th at 10:30 a.m.
Is that a Tuesday?
Yep.
Is there two or just one? No, there's two, isn't there?
Did NDSU ask Sam about, do you have any idea when they might be done or what they're gonna, how much longer they're gonna be at this thing?
Nope, they didn't tell me anything like that. I can reach out to them and let you guys know at your next meeting if you'd like.
Yeah, it's not important.
Anything else to come before the commission?
Should adjourn.
Been moved by Dale to adjourn. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mark. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Next meet at 3:20 p.m. The next meeting will be Tuesday, September 17th at 10:30 a.m. for the forfeited tax sale. And the next regular meeting is Friday, November 20th at 2:30 p.m. in this room.